We have a major week coming up, the week of July 13th, 2026. There is going to be so much information flooding at you in every direction, trying to confuse you. We're going to be talking about the things that are coming up that you need to be aware of. So as you hear these news stories and as you see the markets react, you understand what's going on and what's causing that. So in this video, we're going to talk about what's happening in Japan, the Asias. We have a major seminar event happening out in Tokyo this week as well. Major players are going to be there. We're going to talk about the Clarity Act, what's coming up on July 17th as well. And also some things that are happening in the UK, BlackRock, Ripple, all these names are coming out, Solana. We are covering so much in this video, guys, so stick around for the full thing. I'm going to hop on into it. Let's get into the first one. This is going to be the Japan story. This is going to come from Yudo. Check it out with me. A yen-denominated stablecoin will be introduced and it will be permitted to provide yield, which is big because we've been expecting that for the US. That's been a lot of the problem with the Clarity Act, right? Is yield generations from stablecoins. We're seeing Japan moving in that direction. Then from Crypto Rover, we have insane crash in Japan. I can't say that name, but it is down 2.60% today, wiping out 27 trillion yen from its market cap. And in total, 82 trillion yen have been wiped out from the Japanese stock market in the last 21 days alone. And also from Crypto Rover says one of the biggest macro risks in the world is quietly building in Japan. Most people will realize it when it's too late. And you're seeing it from the macro paper he's reposting saying that Japan's economy is now breaking from three directions at once. As we read on about this, and this is also from the macro paper, it says this is a financial disaster happening in Japan right now. And most people have no idea how bad the situation is. Since 2019, Japanese bond yields have been going parabolic. This isn't normal for the fourth largest world economy. Usually such moves in the bond market happen when the economy is heading towards a complete collapse, and the market isn't wrong here. High inflation, low birth rates, currency devaluation, rising bankruptcies, 200% plus debt to GDP ratio. One of them is good enough to push the economy into recession, but all happen at once is a recipe for complete disaster. And as you can see, this chart here tracking all three, and it is going parabolic, as you can tell. For those of you that watch the videos pretty regularly, you know I've been talking about Japan for the last couple of days, if not weeks now, saying, hey, pay attention to Japan's market. Something's about to happen out there. And here we are seeing those effects unfold in real time. And Japan is a major player in the world economy, especially when you think about the reverse carry trade. I know if you're in the market, you've been hearing about this. Is this what we're seeing right now in real time? But at the same time as their economy is collapsing, we know that Japan seems to be the most ready for this new world of crypto. Their legislations, their bank adoptions, their test runs, all this is ready to go. At the same time, their economy is collapsing. Check out what's being announced. And then also, as we talk about the WebX event coming up as well, put all this together. Is it a coincidence that their economy is collapsing as all this information unfolds right behind it? And this is what I'm trying to say, guys. Don't get lost in all the FUD and fear and doubt, right? They're trying to distract you. Pay attention to what's really happening. Watch what they're doing, not what they're saying, so you can respond to the market and not react to the market. Now let's read this post from Stern Drew and learn more about what's really happening in Japan beyond the financial collapse. So check it out with me. Japan's yen stablecoin bomb just dropped. The reverse carry trade in-game is here. BOJ insiders just greenlit yen-denominated stablecoins that pay yields. While the world panics over crashing JGBs and the brutal unwind of the yen carry trade that's already torched global markets, they're quietly launching digital yen weapons backed by those same bonds. Ripple XRP Ledger, not a coincidence. This is the setup for tokenized yen supremacy, cross-border payments on steroids, sucking liquidity back into Tokyo while elites dump the old system. Your USD stablecoins are about to get wrecked. The great yen reset is live. And as we carry on and read more about this stablecoin, we have this coming from Coin Bureau. It says just in, Japan's first trust bank-backed yen stablecoin, JPYSC, could begin offering a 3% annual yield through SBI Group's new lending service this month per Nikia. Is that how you say that? If I'm not sure, if you can let me know down in the comments how to say that. Then also from Cointelegraph, we have latest, Japan is set to expand its $1.8 trillion pension fund exposure to private markets and alternative assets. But it's not just Japan. So we have this from Bull Theory giving you the overall view. It says bloodbath in the Asian markets. Over $950 billion wiped out from Asia stock markets following U.S.-Iran strikes. South Korea's Kospi is down 9.2%, wiping out $377 billion. Japan is down 2.7%, wiping out $236 billion. China's SSE is down 2.3%. That is equivalent to $210 billion. Taiwan's stock market is down 3.1%, wiping out $127 billion. India's Nifty is down 0.3%, wiping out $14.7 billion. So it's not just Japan that's collapsing. You're seeing the Asian markets collapse as well. But the bigger story, it's not just going to be the Asian markets. It's going to hit America, UK. It's going to hit the rest of the world. We're just slightly behind that time frame, and we're going to see it. We're going to feel it as well. And that's the other thing to pay attention to. Our stock market in America is, looking phenomenal. It's performing well. But that cannot go up forever. It's going to have to come back down again. And when it does, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be bad. What I personally am doing, not financial advice for you, I'm getting ready to buy certain stocks on the stock market that right now I think are overpriced. And once that crash comes back down again, I'm going to deploy that cash into the stock market on top of if we see it hit the crypto market as well. I'll kind of have two different bags separate, ready for it. I don't just invest in crypto. It's also taking advantage of other opportunities that we see, right? Before we get into the next stories, guys, we have Solana working with SBI Holdings, the WebX, Clarity Act updates, and some stuff happening out in the UK with BlackRock and the major banks. If you guys could, please hit that like button, share this with a friend, leave in a comment down below. Let me know what you think, what's going on. Also, if you like this kind of reporting, you like it where there's just facts, no hopium, we bring you a different perspective of the crypto market, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm sitting at 6,040 subscribers. I'm going for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Any kind of support would be very much appreciated. Here on the channel, I give you all my resources down in my video description. I also just give you the facts. I don't try to sell you a bunch of things. All of the things I do sell to the audiences, all that profit and proceeds go to NAMI for mental health, so I don't keep that for myself. On this channel, I'm the researcher, I'm the video editor, camera guy, audio guy, lighting guy. I do it all here, so any kind of support, guys, please, goes a long way. And that like button is such a simple one, and it'd be amazing if you guys could hit it. So let's go ahead and get into the next story, and this is going to be the SBI Holdings and Solana story, so check this out with me. From Solana, breaking, SBI Holdings is building a Japan-led on-chain financial market on Solana with SMFG, a GSIB. If you watch the channel, you know what GSIBs are by now. They're bringing RWA and stablecoin markets from Japan to the real world. So Solana, SBI Holdings teaming up. Then from Coin Bureau, we have huge Japan Prime Minister, I can't say her name, refers support for startups and WebX. Web3 at WebX 2026. In a video addressing at WebX 2026, Japanese Prime Minister pledged to strengthen support for Web3 startup through increased funding from government-backed institutions and further regulatory easing. She said these initiatives, combined with platforms like WebX, will support the development of Japan's Web3 innovation ecosystem. And as we think about WebX happening right now, in Tokyo is WebX 2026, and this is happening July 13th and the 14th. Let's get into it and look at the sponsors. I'm not going to read them all, guys, but check out the title sponsors. SBI, of course, is going to be on there. Then your Platinum, you'll recognize some of these names like Binance, Canton, Tron, Fireblocks, right? Then your gold members, you have BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, Ripple, and I'm sure other ones, Cardano. I'm not going to read all of them, but you can definitely use it. Visa right here as well. And then you have your silver ones. You can read through there. I don't really want to stop and read all this for you guys, just to save you guys this time. But you can see all these major partners. This is a big event is what I'm getting at the end of the day. So as we think about how big this event is, who is going to be a speaker there? Well, we have the Prime Minister of Japan. We have the Minister of Finance, Minister of the Economy, Minister of Digital Transformation, and Minister of Cybersecurity. member of the House of Representatives, head of the National Cybersecurity Strategy, member of the House of Representatives, chair. Then we have Hayden Adams, Uniswap's founder and CEO, Tom Lee, of course, of Bitmine, Yuval Ruse from Canton, Oliver Harris of Connexes. Then you have Ondo as well, Coinbase, SBI, MUFG, Mizuho, the BlackRock, and dude, I can keep on going. Visa, Ondo again, Ripple, Circle, Franklin Templeton, MasterCard. You can get the picture. I will stop reading through this, but you can see how many Chainlink, Evernorth, right? I mean, guys, this thing is packed, and it's happening right now as the time you're watching this video. In this agenda, you'll see that we have behind Taiwan's new crypto law. Then you also have Tom Lee's going to be a keynote speaker. On-chain finance, Japan's road ahead of the intersection of policy, markets, and technology. Tokenized securities, how global finance is rebuilding capital markets. You have work, wealth, and AI distribution. We also have Ethereum on balance sheet, the new corporate treasury playbook, right, coming from Tom Lee. Bridging finance and Web3, how institutions are building the next generations of payments and digital infrastructure. Justin Sun's going to be there to speak about some stuff as well. But you can kind of see what's going on here, guys. Like, they're talking about ushering in the new system. So essentially how I'm putting this together personally, and this is just my opinion, it's not fact, it's something I fabricated based on these news stories, okay? Understand that. I think Japan's market is being demolished, imploded on purpose to usher in the new system. They are kind of front running this, checking this, testing this. And I think you're watching this unfold right now. Like, through this WebX 2026, those major players getting together in a room at the time that the market is crashing as bad as it is, I don't think it's a coincidence. And at the same time this is happening, we're seeing that America is looking to release or update us with the Clarity Act and get it pushed forward. So check these stories out. This is the Clarity Act stories, and then we'll wrap up the BlackRock and all that. So check this next story out coming from Crypto Over. Read along with me. It says next week, which is this week, could reshape the future of crypto. Two major structural catalysts are approaching. Monday, the Senate returns and the Clarity Act enters its final push before the August recess. If passed, it would split crypto oversight between the CFTC and SEC, protect DeFi developers, and permanently ban a federal CBDC. I wouldn't expect a permanent ban on federal CBDCs. I think when we get the wrong president in office, we will gladly accept CBDC, so don't hang your bag on that, my opinion. Anyways, keep moving. Wednesday, big one, guys. Remember, this is the big one. Wednesday, the DTCC targets its first limited production tokenization trades. The firm behind the $114 trillion is cleared. It's bringing stocks, ETFs, and treasuries on-chain with backing from BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Citi. These names are going to keep on occurring as we move on. Pay attention to those names. From BSCN, we have crypto's most important week of the summer starts Monday. The Senate returns July 13th with a revised Clarity Act draft expected within days. Per CoinDesk, Republicans are pushing for a floor vote before the August recess closes the window. The pieces are in place. Committee passages 15-9, a House version already through, and the CFTC chair calling the bill so close. The next 3 weeks decide whether it reaches the floor this summer. And then also on the 17th, this is the field hearing entitled Building the Future of Finance, How the Clarity Act Unlocks Innovation, happening July 17th, 2026 on Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can watch that live here. And keep in mind, all my resources are down in my video description, so you'll find that there as well if you want to use it. So as we're watching the Asians market collapse, we're watching them rebuild on the new financial system. Now we're seeing that the Clarity Act is getting closer, or at least we think it's getting closer. It's at least getting more attention from our Congress and Senate. If passed, it's huge. We don't know if it's going to get passed, so don't get too worried if it doesn't, because the wheels are already in motion to bring it to fruition. We just don't know when. Even if it's next year, the DTCC is already going live in October either way. All these other players are going live either way. Your favorite project, if it's global, is going to be used around the world in these locations that already have adoption, right? Like Japan, right? So America is not necessarily the end-all, be-all, but is a huge benefactor of it, right? But let's move on to the next stories, the BlackRock stories, the UK, and a report that came out as well that ties them all together. So check this out with me. From Coin Bureau, check it out. BlackRock's tokenized treasury fund BuildL surpasses $900 million on Avalanche. The fund doubled in a week, adding roughly $436 million as total assets under management across chains reached $2.87 billion. BuildL is now one of the largest on-chain tokenized treasury products in the world per RWA.xyz. And wasn't Larry Fink one of the biggest haters of tokenization, crypto, Bitcoin, right? Interesting how that works. And then from crypto over, we have breaking. The UK just assembled the biggest tokenization coalition in history. BlackRock, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, we just talked about them, didn't we? Coinbase and 50 plus other firms are joining forces on real world tokenization. The numbers behind the push is up to 33 billion pounds in annual economic output by 2035. And this is why, if you watch the channel, you hear me say 2030, 2033, and 2035 are the kind of the dates I've been looking at. These are the dates I see repetitively as I look at different reports. And an extra 14 billion pounds in tax revenue over the next decade. The focus, tokenized collateral, tokenized funds, wholesale payment rails, legal certainty, interoperability, financial crime compliance, digital identity, TradFi giants, and crypto players in the same room building the same rails. This is a huge step, guys. And at the same time, we're getting this from Global Digital Finance. So it says Global Digital Finance, together with this community of industry expert members, is driving the acceleration and adoption of digital finance to support the next era of digital commerce. And I got this report from Ryan Solomon, King Solomon, and he was going over it. I thought it was a good one to share with you guys. It fit in with this story very nicely. So check out what's going on. It's an 80-page report. It'll be down in the video description if you want to check it. So it says tokenized collateral, real use cases in the US sandbox. So these companies are working together already trying this out. So look at this. You have Citi, State Street, Standard Chartered, CME, ICE, Fidelity, BlackRock, of course. Then you have WisdomTree, Franklin Templeton, BlackRock again, Fidelity, JP Morgan, Circle Swift, all the big players, HGraph, Canton, Hashgraph, Hedera. And guys, they are telling you what's going on if you're paying attention right now. They're not trying to hide it. There's no secret here. We just have to look at the right direction. So as we put all this together, you're seeing what's happening. You're seeing the demolition of the old system and the rise of the new system. And it's going to feel brutal. It's going to be rough. You're going to see volatility. That is what it's like when you're front running these institutions that you're waiting for to get into the market. Think of a swimming pool, and retail are little pebbles of rocks, right? You make a little bit of splash here and there, but think about these giants that jump in, these giant boulders that jump in. They splash, water goes everywhere, and they make a big splash, and it creates chaos, right? That's what's happening right now. That's what you're feeling right now. So stay focused, stay educated. Don't let them shake you out. When you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, take a break, take a day off, 2 days off, 3 days off, whatever. You're not going to miss anything too crazy. Then come back at it with a clear mind and get ready to get refocused and stay educated. That's all I have for you guys. If you did like something in this video, if you found something valuable, guys, please, again, if you could, hit that like button, sharing with a friend, subscribing, leaving a comment, all that YouTube stuff. It goes a long way, and I really do appreciate it. Before I let you guys go, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, and become the change you want to see in the world. I'll catch you on the next one.